Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come, Philadelphia, on the run. Stand up and cheer. Number one, Philadelphia. Here they come, team of the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the Sixers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your
Williams in the penetration, and it's knocked away by Matumbo, but into the hands of Peterson. Antonio Davis.
Sixers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody.
Welcome back to East Leaf Sixers. I just got one thing to say. I got a bad headache. I'm not showing the camera. I got one thing to say. Tobias motherfucking Harris. I'm sorry. There's no other way to put it. My man came up big when it mattered.
Facts.
Well, I'm glad
Um,
he decided to show up tonight.
Yeah, he definitely decided to show up. And for you two guys, got mollywopped again by me and Jen. I'm just saying.
And what?
In those over and
Over
under.
unders.
Are you
Yes,
crazy?
sir.
Well, let's go over it right now. What is you talking about?
Let's go over it.
Let's
So
go over it.
the bench, you and Jen got it right. Me and Carl got it wrong. Cool.
Okay.
Harden, we all got it right except for Carl. Melton, I'm the only one that got it right. And Maxie, we all got it wrong. So what is you talking about, Jose? Like, don't talk crazy to me.
Yeah, I got mollywop.
Why you being weird to
I got
me?
mollywop.
No, Carl got
I
mollywop.
got Molly Rock.
Carl got mollywop. Somebody got mollywop.
I got Molly Rock.
Somebody's getting mollywopped over here.
Anyway, listen. Me and Jen had a strong feeling this is gonna be a starters game, man. I just had a strong feeling. I knew I had a feeling that Easter. I didn't think Mountain was gonna come out flat, but I also didn't expect Tobias Harris feeling that these starters were gonna go crazy tonight. I just felt it was that type of game. I don't know. What do you think, Jen?
Yeah, I absolutely did. And even when, okay, so I'm not going to lie to our listeners, I definitely thought halfway through that fourth quarter we were cooked. That was a hell of an exciting last 6 minutes of the game. The entire game up to that point was kind of garbage.
What's my rule, Jen? What's my rule?
Yeah, well, BG always sets me straight. He says
Time left on the
that
clock.
as long as we have the best guy on the court,
And it's
It's
time on
still
that clock. We got
next
to
time on that clock we got a chance. And I'm always like the
Listen,
I'm
listen.
I'm always the like pessimist there, but he's always right. And I'm glad about that. I'm not
You
gonna
hear how she said it? He's always right.
He's always right.
He's right.
He said
okay.
that was
And
the
I'm
fastest
glad
he
he's
was.
right.
Is right.
I'm glad he's right. But even at that point, I was still like, well, I still thought James Harden had a really good game,
So
even
I'm
when they
gonna
were playing garbage
Okay.
sauce.
I'm
I'll let
gonna
Carl.
I'm gonna assume that Jose's flowers go to Tobias
Hold
Harris.
up. I want to talk about the game before we talk about flowers.
No, I'm just putting it out there since everybody's talking about their guy. You
We're
know,
not assuming anything.
I gotta throw my guy out there, and it's not for his offensive performance. He shot
Ari?
horrible from the floor tonight.
Ari?
Joel Embiid embodied Theo Ratliff tonight, swatting everything that came to the rack harshly. I loved it. Joel, we need more of it. I want to see more of that. Defending the paint, defending the rim. It was awesome tonight defensively. He was just awesome in the paint. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Well, somebody said they had a bold prediction of Joel having 20 rebounds, and he damn near did.
I want to say it was Jamar. I want to say Jamar said it. But so I got asked the question. Not even asked the question. Jen posed a comment about our schedule, and I gave her my opinion straight up. Like, I don't want nothing given to us. I want it to be. We're on a playoff push. We're on a championship push, and I want everything to be difficult. That's what tonight was. Tonight had a playoff game feel, and I love that it ended the way it did. I love that we was down. I love that we had to find resiliency and fight back. I love that. I love that the MVP of the league was stinking it up from the field. But what an MVP does is when I'm not shooting well, I have to affect the game other ways, and have 19 rebounds and six blocks shows me why he's the MVP of this league. When he's not doing it on the offensive end, what else can I do? What can I do to affect this basketball game? And tonight felt like a playoff game. I wish I could have been in the building. It just felt right. This felt like basketball in June. This is what we want to be playing like in June. Yes, the first half sucked. Yes, I'll give y'all that. But the resiliency we had in the second half to come back, I love it. This is what I want to see. I want to see my team fight. I want to see my team fight. If you got to get punched in the mouth to realize, oh damn, we got a game. Oh shit, we got to play. Then hell, take that punch to the mouth, but you gonna hit them back even harder. And that's what we did tonight.
Well, I want to say something real quick. I'm gonna continue to make an ass out of Carl because he's assuming that I was gonna give my flowers to a certain person, and I'm gonna give my flowers to somebody who did the little things that doesn't show up on the box score, and that's George Niang for snatching the crap out of that ball and getting into their heads there late in the game. I'm sorry if that didn't determine something, it did. I don't care what anybody say. 2 technical fouls, yeah, whatever. George Niang definitely did his thing by doing that. I believe, no matter how little or how big others think that was, but yeah, I'm gonna give my flowers to George Niang for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, mine go to Harden. Harden stepped up offensively when Embiid just couldn't get it going early.
Right.
Harden stepped up big shot after big shot. And as much as I kind of want to give it to Tobias, because Tobias buckets were in crucial moments, I got to go to James, because James just consistently, he played 40 minutes tonight and shot very efficient. And I mean, 4 turnovers, low assist game, 7 for him. But what he did offensively, man, this is what we need from our second star when Embiid's not hitting. When Embiid can't get a bucket, then guess what? You got to do it. Everybody say James from Houston. I don't want him to be James from Houston. I want him to be James from Philadelphia right now. And James from Philadelphia is the second best player on the court. And he needs to realize, hey, when my guy's not going, I'm going to go.
Right.
I'm going to go. So my flowers go to James tonight, man. He played a hell of a game offensively. Wish he could have had more assists, maybe 1 less turnover. I could deal with 4. I would have liked to see that be 3 or lower. But I checked this. I know we don't live on plus minus. I checked the plus minus of the starters in the first half and what it turned out to be, and it's completely night and day, complete 180. And that just shows the resiliency of this team, man.
Jen, how about you?
How about me? Well, I mean, I don't want to pick the same person as BG, but when no one else was doing a damn thing, James Harden was keeping us in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, we were down 17 at some point, but then we kept crawling back. And every time I looked, and James Harden needed to make a bucket. How about that clutch three?
Ooh, that
The
three in the corner.
Woo! That was
Two
nasty.
people on them, damn near pushing them out of bounds, and just
That was nasty.
my
So yeah, and Tobias, I think, had been given the ball in that same spot, passed it. And James like, well, you're not gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it.
right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
he's got my flowers.
Tobias shot an air ball in that corner 2 plays
Right.
before he hit that big three. He hit a big three, but the fact that you were able to step in that same exact spot and get that miss out your head and knock it down, man, that was huge.
And shoot or shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I was really, really, really confused by what Jaren Jackson Jr. was trying to do at the end of that game. He was just
he
gonna
was just
walk up and
No.
steal that ball from him.
Just
He was trying to
frustrated.
get no. He's trying to get a tie up. I mean, in that position, you can tell, hey, don't foul immediately. Let's try to get a jump ball. He was
'Cause he
trying to
got
get a
about 3
jump ball,
points.
but it was a
Yeah.
lot. It was a lot of physicality there. That's why they
Yeah,
called it out.
his arm was all like
Yeah.
tangled up in his, and I mean, if you're gonna try to get a jump ball, there's got to be some kind of play. Like the man just had the ball, and he just reached over trying to steal it
I
out
mean,
of his hand.
it was a little extraness
Mm.
at the end when he realized he wasn't going to get the call he wanted. Kind of slung away, and he almost, tore Toby's shoulder out the socket. And you
Yeah.
know what? I'm going to repeat something that an announcer said a while back about Toby. I want to see Toby fired up.
Mhm.
I know it was the end of the game. I know getting a technical on his part probably wouldn't. He's not that type of guy, but I want to see some fire under Toby's ass. I'm hoping this is the game that really sets him on, upward.
Well, the
and-
technical wasn't on Tobias. It was
no,
on,
no.
They called it on the they called it on the aftermath with Embiid and Bang, because
Yeah.
Bang. I mean, not Bang. What's his name?
Brooks.
Brooks. Swear he a tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
You better
noticed
realize you're
that
Philly,
like
dog. Watch your mouth, bro.
He's suck.
I noticed that the refereeing wasn't stellar. I'm not blaming anything on them, but I mean, come on. When when Doc used his challenge, like that should not have been a foul call. Not
Okay.
even in the slightest. I mean, that man was nowhere near set. I was more set than that guy was when I wasn't even on the court.
I bet y'all don't know what was the play of the game.
What was the
What was the play
again?
again?
What's up, Deadpool?
That block that B had on Ja when Ja was.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Nasty.
That was
And the fact, hold
he
up.
had so many blocks. He had like
fact-
5 blocks.
But that
Six.
block right there,
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 live.
the fact that they brought that back instant replay, because in my head it happened so fast. I'm like, all right, he had to get some of his arm. All ball. All
I was scared. I was
ball.
scared they was gonna call a blocking foul. I can't remember if that was Niang or Toby underneath him. I thought they was gonna call a blocking foul on the person underneath him. I can't remember who it was, but Embiid got that shit clean.
Yes.
Clean.
Yes.
He
And-
got
and-
that shit
And
clean.
you know what? Tyrese Maxey, wherever you're at, or if you're a starter, if you're off the bench, bro, play like that. Aggressive, with fire coming out your hair, you will be very impactful. This team is its best when the stat line is looking just like it's looking tonight. Harden in his 30s, lower 20s. No, Mac didn't play, Andy.
I know. I'm like, come on. He asked this twice. Andy, do you watch the games, buddy? You would know that in a game of this caliber,
He
a
won Mac.
G League player is not going to get any tick.
Not on a Doc Rivers team. You won't see him probably like 30 seconds this season. I give him 30 seconds the whole
Ooh.
season. Maybe.
Hey, not the last play, but the play where they had 3 attempts at 3. Dylan Brooks shot 2, then Jaren Jackson
I
shot
was a little
one in
shook.
the corner.
I was a little shook.
I was shook as they was in the air, but to go see Jalen McDaniels go up there and snatch that rebound. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Tease. I don't miss you, bro.
Nah.
I don't
Nah.
miss you. He
Nah.
skied for that rebound, yo. Oh man. The end of that game, man. The end of that. I would have gave anything to be in there tonight. I know that shit was rocking.
Oh my
Rick,
God.
that's
That
all.
last
That's
6
all Rick been
minutes was
saying.
loud.
Rick said it was hype out there. Oh man, I get anything to be in there tonight.
I
That
mean,
was a playoff atmosphere. That's what we need right now. I'm not saying I want every game for us to go down 17, 20 points. I'm not saying that.
right,
I want every game up until April to be like this.
right.
Hard. We got to go get it.
Playoff
I
atmosphere.
don't want no easy games. Like I could care less. I'm glad we got our Houston games out the way. Like I don't want to play these lower tier teams. I want to play playoff teams now so we're battle tested for when it comes time, man. I want to watch Philadelphia 76ers basketball in June.
You said I
want to watch Philadelphia Sixers basketball in June.
Right.
That's what I want, man.
Right. I can tell you this much.
We got the Celtics on Saturday.
I'll tell you this much.
And then the Heat.
The
Go ahead,
difference,
sorry.
the difference I see from this team this year and the team last year, this team is tough. Like, tough. They're resilient, man. They're resilient. They're almost like the Phillies, almost like the Phillies, and no lead is unsurmountable for them. It's never a part of the game where you can say this is over. Nah, this team is different. They're different. They cut different. And
we won every quarter after the first.
I'm going to keep saying it, though. I'm going to keep saying looks like we're going to lose. Because,
gotta
maybe
keep
it's
doing
happening.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm letting y'all know now. I'm about to start blocking Jen. I'm sick of this. In the fourth quarter with like 8 minutes left, she'd be like, you know what? I'm going to sleep. This team makes me sick. I'm sick of this,
guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sleep. I hope all the kids were asleep because there was a wardrobe malfunction at the game today.
Oh wow! I didn't peep that.
I didn't hear. I did not see the wardrobe.
Yeah, there was a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh wow!
For who?
I don't know. A fan. It's all over the place. You'll see it eventually on the group.
What they were saying. Rick seemed like he's seen it. He put crying emoji.
Hope all the kids will sleep.
Oh man, one of those.
I think Jalen Daniels got the minutes tonight, though. I mean, 15 minutes off the bench is a good number. I mean, we know who's going to have the most. Maxey's going to float around 32 to 38 minutes off the bench, depending on what Melton's giving us. And then the other two usually do that 17 to 15. So Niang has 17 minutes. Jalen McDaniel had 15 minutes. I mean, people say utilize him more. I think he was utilized perfectly minutes-wise tonight. What y'all think? Oh, I just noticed something. Hey,
what?
Jose, PJ Tucker played 32 minutes.
Yes, he did.
And he scored, and we won. Holy cow!
And he has 6 rebounds. He has 6 rebounds.
Oh, that man went into the booth. Is this the playoff, PJ? Y'all talking about?
Listen.
Is this the one that
he
y'all
already
talking
come
about?
out with his Superman shirt on?
Yeah. Did he turn into halfway to Karl Malone status?
Listen, when he jumped on the floor for that loose ball, when he dove on the floor for that loose ball, I said, it's go time. PJ about to turn something different.
No, he had a key rebound there at the end of the game. I don't know if you've seen it. He had a key rebound at the end of the game there. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Jamar said he brought the luck. Well, keep bringing the luck, brother. Maybe you need season tickets the rest of these 24 games we got left, y'all?
24 games.
24 games. And
we got to give some love to this chat and everybody out there tonight. Look at all these
popping.
people.
The chat actually going crazy today.
I can't even keep up with y'all.
Yeah, that chat moving, man. We love you, man. Keep it going.
Yeah, man. From YouTube to Facebook to
we had Twitch. We had some people on Twitch in here.
Yeah, y'all all over, and we feel the love. We feel the love, man. We feel the love. But they seem to love it more in here when we win it, and we understand. Usually
it's the opposite. We get all the people in here when
it's just like us. It's just like us. Our energy when we lose be so trash, yo. I hate our post games after we lose.
Everybody's sitting there.
Jose be on his 5th tequila sunrise.
Say hello.
I couldn't do that today, man. I got a bad headache, man.
Whoa. What kind of question is this? Wait a minute. He must ain't see the icons at the top of the screen. Hey, make sure you're here for the end of the show, and you're going to hear where we at. We're going to let you know who we at. I can't believe it.
Everywhere, Isaiah. Everywhere. It's nowhere you could go. You can't look us up, bro. Everywhere. So
Isaiah, we're gonna stick around to the end of the show. You gonna hear me. You gonna hear me.
what's being lost in this game is the diving for the loose ball by James Harden towards the end of the game and the pass
Yes.
to Joel
Mhm,
Embiid on the fast
mhm.
break. Guys, we're seeing a
Joel
different.
Embiid on the fast break. You don't hear that very often.
You don't hear that often. You seeing a different Harden this year. You're seeing a
No,
Harden that.
no. I'm so sorry to cut you off.
Let me finish though.
I need you to say
Let me
one
finish
thing.
though.
We're seeing
What?
a healthy Harden.
We're seeing a different. That's what I mean by that. If you allow me to finish, thank you, BG. Yeah, thank you. Just pull it all the way away. Throw it out the window. So thank you. We're seeing a different Harden this year than last year. BG. He's healthy. He's eager to win. He's selling his body to win. He's selling his shots to win. It's a selfless player, and I think that type of stuff is going to go through the whole team when you see a guy of his stature, just laying his body out to get the win, man. Very proud.
Did y'all notice we were I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I just saw somebody put Lexus put that Harden and B were running plays. We ran that Maxi, bring it up, toss it to Harden,
Like
cut
30
down.
times?
Harden come for the hand. We ran that shit like 4 or 5 straight times.
I don't think you peeped Daryl Morey's insert, his comment, because he had an interview the other day, and he was skeptical of Doc, surprisingly, in the public. And he said he doesn't know why Doc goes away from the pick and roll with Joel and Harden a lot. He said he needs to stick to what's working. So I think that was Doc's way of saying, okay, I'm gonna run it 40 times. You know what I mean?
We kept running that play. I'm sitting up here like, did we just run the same damn play 4 times in a row? Hey, and Embiid either got to the free throw line, Harden either got to the paint. It always works. So why stop? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You gotta pick your poison. You want
Oh man, I just realized I got some flowers tonight, man. Thank you.
I know.
I
I was just
appreciate
gonna
it.
bring that up.
Yeah, I got some
Mars
flowers
giving you his
tonight.
flowers,
Yeah.
just pushing through your migraine, being on here in the dark. This
Most
is
definitely.
Sixers After Dark.
He only came in here because he thought he smoked all 3. I mean, he thought he smoked me and Carl in the over unders when actually we all smoked Carl.
No, you didn't. You didn't smoke me. They smoked me.
I had the same
one right.
No, I had the same. I had 2 right. Calm down.
You had 2.
I was the only person that said DeAnthony Melton wouldn't get a steal and a half. I was the only person.
It's just one game. Don't
all right. But that's what you said last year, and then the second game you was like, it's only 2 games.
Not last year. James Harden was hurt last year.
Let me interrupt this, man. Y'all sound like a married couple right now. I'm sorry. Berg, I took the Excedrins, man. It's trust me. I feel like somebody in there. I feel like Mario from Donkey Kong with the hammer.
Did you cut off our basketball argument to talk about some Tylenol? Are you serious?
Yeah. I did. Actually, I did.
We don't want to hear about that.
Playoff Tucker getting close. Estat says.
This was probably the most.
He's like halfway out of his Clark Kent costume.
This was definitely the most effective game he had since the Joker game. Since the Joker game, this was the game that he had his most imprint on. I know you look at it and just say, 2 for 3. That's nothing, but we've been begging for rebounds from him, and to get 6 for him, that's a stretch for him. He usually hover around 4 or 3. So to get 6 boards from him, that was good.
Yeah. I wish Jose had more like of his little lights on, so that
you could at least had a background light on.
He wants to go Black Panther tonight.
Your little EXO lights on? Nothing.
No, look, my keyboard lights are on. See that?
He's taking advantage of the fact that we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Listen, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. It's not there yet. It's not time yet.
I'm just mentioning the fact that you
chill,
can
man. Chill. You talk a lot in the podcast, man. Don't be stealing my swag.
You
can listen to us, not just watch us. You know what I mean? So he could be blacked out right now.
We forgot to tell Jen about the gray T-shirt. Thursday, apparently. All 3 of us got on gray T-shirts. I'm sorry, Jen.
Yeah, what kind of Sixers fans are you?
Usually Carl will be the one that don't got on the right attire, but today is you. One of these girls is not like the other. It's okay.
And Jose, we don't know what Jose has.
No, Jose had on gray earlier, and I said to myself, How did we do this? Like, why do we all got
Yeah.
on gray t-shirts?
Yeah.
No, I think he laying down like Bird now.
So I get the
Like
flowers,
Bird did on
everybody,
that.
right?
Hey,
For being in my
real-
Sixers gear. I get the flowers for having
Yes,
Hold
my
up, what you
yes.
Sixers
talking
gear
about?
on.
Like,
Listen,
I'm strapped. Hold up.
real quick. I just
76ers.
want to give a big shout out to my cousin. I grew up with him. He's like my brother. He hasn't been on the show for a long time. He was
Jorge?
real active on the chat. I just want to give a big shout out to Jorge. Yeah, he lost his dad, so he's been, he's been stressed out. Our condolences,
Prayers
my
up, man.
thoughts, my
Definitely.
prayers go out to him. That's his dad from the other side, so he's not related to me. Because his mom is my actual aunt. Yeah, he lost his dad, and I spoke to him yesterday. I was actually with his son, Isaac, who also be in the chat. So I just want to give a big shout out from East Leaf Sixers and our condolences to him and his family.
Most definitely.
Prayers up,
Absolutely.
man.
Peace and love.
Thinking of you. Hope
Peace
you
and
come
love.
back and see us soon. Take
Yeah.
care.
Uh,
But did y'all hear Reggie commentating in the first quarter? Yeah, I heard him. But what about it?
he's not a great commentator to me.
I like the other guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't even remember who was commentating.
I like the other guy
I
better
was so
than
into the game.
our guys.
This
I mean, all
This
our
is-
national televised games, I like.
I was like, hold out, Bala. We're coming in for a landing.
oh my god! Out of all the games this year, out of all the tight knit games we played in this year, I gotta say that this game hit different because the level of team we were playing for one, and the fact that Joel Embiid had about his worst shooting night this year, and we still find. I put in the chat, we gotta find offense outside of Joel Embiid,
Yeah,
and we
absolutely.
did. We did. Kudos to them. Kudos
We
to them.
briefly talked about the Rumble, Ashley. Actually, we didn't really touch on the Rumble, but we
Man,
did
there
talk
wasn't no
about
Rumble.
Scuffle.
George Niang kind of, getting in his face.
That wasn't no Rumble.
It could have been.
I'm telling you,
Yo,
play of the
is that-
game.
is that a
That's the play
poster?
of the game.
I mean,
That
if
is-
it would have been,
There we go.
listen, they would the whole media, the whole ESPN all over the place, they would have went crazy if John Morant would have dunked on the beat.
that has to be number one.
So do we get a poster for
need that.
defensive posters? Do we get a defensive poster?
I
We
think
need
it's gonna
that.
be number. I can't unless something else happened crazy in the association tonight. Is no way that shouldn't be number one on sports in the top 10. There's no way. Considering who it was, that boy done put a lot of bigs on posters.
A lot, bro.
A lot of bigs on posters. And the fact that Embiid had the heart to just say, I'm going up there. I'm about to go get the
Elevator up.
Yo, he went out with two hands. He was really trying to do Embiid dirty.
He was trying
Yeah.
to do him super dirty.
That's why I said that was the play of the game to me. I don't care about none of them Tobias threes. The play of the game was Embiid's block, dog. That was the play of the game.
And also, this block gets lost because it wasn't officially a block because he traveled, but he chased them down on a fast break through people. He ran through people, chased them down, and blocked his layup from behind. Joel Embiid was on savage mode tonight, defense.
Yeah. I just like that he tapped into that, man, because you shoot
Yeah, 'cause
7. Embiid don't shoot 7 for 25, bro. Embiid don't shoot to go out there and get 19 rebounds and 6 blocks, man. That's why, man.
Yeah, man. I was like, man, what's going on? He is not hitting his shots. And
So
was
I
like,
know
but
we about
hey, he's
I know we
got
about to
11
get off. Right?
rebounds. So
I know we about to get off, right? So I've been watching a lot of sports lately, and Nick Wright said, just think about this. We probably about to give Joker his 3rd straight MVP. If you go down a list of, hey, who is the guy I need a bucket? Where would he fall on that list? Joker. Not nowhere near the top 10. Don't even think about it. Just stop thinking.
Nowhere near.
If you say, watch this. If you say I need a stop, where does he end up on that list?
Nowhere
Even
near.
lower.
And he admits
He
to
about-
that.
But he about to get the 3rd. Man, get the shit. Make me so mad. Dog.
Man, it's
if
coming
he does, I don't know. I
I'm
don't know how
over
I
it.
feel
He's
about
hands
it.
over
down.
it.
I'm gonna give you. They did the blind one, and they said right now he would win. All of the voters said he would win right now. They number 1 in the West, and he's averaging a triple double. But again,
Yeah, but
hey,
I mean,
I'm in the playoffs. I need 1 bucket. Who you giving it to?
Joel.
I mean, Joker wouldn't even be on the list. If you
Listen.
did the top 20, Joker probably wouldn't fall in that list. And he probably wouldn't fall in the top 35 for saying, hey, I need to stop right now.
Who
But
did?
he about to get his third straight MVP.
Yeah.
His
Who did-
third straight.
Who did LeBron James pick first in the All-Star game? Joel Embiid.
And who came this close to getting picked last? Yeah, that's right. Joker.
I think that spoke volumes. I think that spoke volumes. The fact that he went out of his way over his man Kyrie to pick him. Hold up, we got a little light from Jose. We got a little light.
That's not. I agree. I care about Finals MVPs and championships. I agree, but this is a topic of conversation. It's something that needs to be spoken about simply because we feel as though we have an MVP on our team. I'm not going to not speak about it because I want a championship more. We're not going to act like we don't. Like if he won it, you're going to be like, oh, whatever. No, we want him to win one. So that's why I bring it up. I bring it up because it's a topic of conversation. Our guy has deserved one the last 2 years, and he's probably not going to get it again when he's having a better year than the last 2 years.
Yeah,
It's
but
crazy.
I mean, the judges probably consist of Pookie, Eric Ruffin, and Flavor Flav. So I don't know what to tell you. Like they over there smoking that good.
Did you just bring back David Ruffin, Pookie, and all of them balled up in the corner coming up with a vote?
Well, that's who's judging for the MVP. You know what I mean? That's the only way to slice it. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, come on, this ain't common sense. I don't know what type of basketball they watching.
Most definitely. While we have some time, I want to get a shout out to Lex S. Jamar, Isaiah, and King, Rick.
Jamar. All I'm saying, Jamar, is
Nasir,
I'm not saying he can't get a bucket. I said if you went down the list of NBA stars and said I need one bucket to win a game, where would he end up on that list? And I'm simply saying he will not end up in your top 15. If you hit me up after this, we ain't got to do it on the pod. Just name.
That's what I was.
Give me your list of players. Just give me your list of players. Who you gonna get a bucket? You gonna have your KDs. You gonna have your Jason Tatum's. You gonna have your Devin Bookers. You gonna have scores, and he's not gonna be there. And then on defense, he won't be there either. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't get a bucket. I'm just saying when you think about the list of players, when you say, "Hey, I just need a bucket," he's not gonna end up in your top 15.
Now y'all go watch BG After Dark, where y'all can argue with him.
I like doing this. This is what I do. This is what I do.
All right, listen,
and I'm not gonna be biased.
We tapped out on the time.
Yeah.
I gotta get me a hot cloth put on my head or something because this head is pounding. But if y'all don't see those icons on top of the screen, y'all need to zoom in a little closer, maximize y'all screen. If y'all not watching us on full screen so that y'all can see it, if those who are watching on our phones, I mean, it's super obvious when you look at those icons. I'm sure you've seen them 100 times prior to even watching Eat Sleep Sixes. So with that being said, look up top. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio for those who want to listen to us outside of watching us. And then we got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, Mr. Isaiah Lowe, and Twitch. We all over the place. We everywhere. And if you ain't been watching, you ain't been following Eat Sleep Sixes, we mess around, end up in your mama house. Just ask BG. He'll tell you.
Ask him.
Yeah.
That's personal.
So if you ain't understand what I just said in English, I'm finna tell you in Spanish. But before that, don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That BG look real mad right now.
Sick.
Que no te olvide.
No te olvide.
A decirle
A decirle.
a un amigo
A una amiga.
que le diga
Que le diga.
a un amigo
A una amiga.
que le diga a un amigo.
Que le diga a una amiga.
Viva Telemundo.
Viva Telemundo.
Oh, we ain't getting paid. Chill out.
Was Jen the sign language interpreter just now?
Wepa. Listen, everybody have a great night. Awesome tomorrow. Check back in every game,
Saturday,
30 minutes
Saturday,
before the
Boston.
game.
Saturday, Boston.
30 minutes after every game. We don't never miss a show. Y'all need to understand. Eat Sleep Sixers, best Sixers podcast out there. I don't care what you tell me. Let's go Sixers.
Saturday.